Well, that's amazing, but we're a church of small groups. Do you have any apps for our small group leaders?
We've developed the ultimate app for small group leaders. Actually, it's a series of apps designed to solve most any problems a small group can have. We call it the iGroup. In fact, if we could set up a little demonstration over here, that would be really helpful.
Okay.
You know, there's an app for almost every difficult situation you could dream of. Imagine you're the small group leader. You've come together to share the word in your lives together. And as the leader, you're opening up the group with a discussion question.
Okay, well, since we're going through the 6G series, let's play a game just to open our time together.
Good,
okay?
I like games.
Okay, all right, listen carefully. Try to name, great preachers whose name starts with G.
G, oh, of course.
Isn't this the worst? You've opened up with a question and nobody answers? That's why we've developed the Cricket Buster app. Point your phone to somebody and get the answer immediately.
Well, George Whitefield comes to my mind first. You know, George Whitefield was an amazing preacher, and he was responsible for the spread of the gospel through the
there's
American
another problem.
colonies,
People who just don't know when to stop talking.
George Whitefield was one of those
That's
guys.
why we've developed the That's Enough Already app.
And it would be
Simply point your phone at your loquacious friend and see what happens.
Okay, back to the question. Any other great preachers whose name begins with G?
Gee.
Can I tell you guys how much I love this church? As you know, I grew up in Brazil. We didn't have churches like this in Brazil. I mean, we were out in the huts, and it's like...
Oh, yes, the Rabbit Trail app.
It's all loud, and, you know, it's...
All you have to do is use the Reel 'em In app, and he's right back on track.
Now it's like brown all the time. Graham, Billy Graham.
Why did we think of
Think of all the people who've been saved through his crusades.
Okay. Boy, I thought you'd never get to it. Yeah. Okay, here we go again. Can anyone think of any other great preachers whose name begins with G?
G.
Yeah. Here's some details to help. Okay, usually preaches on Sundays. Actually, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And is nearby. Close.
Ever feel like you're fishing fishing for answers? Fish no more with the Just Give Me the Answer I'm Looking For app. Get the answer immediately.
Why didn't I think of this? Gary!
Okay, we got it. Okay, that was our opening discussion question. We need to move on. And so we're going to open the scriptures. So everybody turn to Colossians 2.
Oh, good.
We see this all the time, don't we? People reading the Bible on their phone. But what are they actually doing on those screens? We've also developed the You Got Busted app. So you can point it at your group and see exactly what they're reading.
Oh, brother. Ken, you know what? Would you read the passage of Scripture to us? Because you know what? Jeannie is playing Angry Birds again. And, well, let me see. Okay. Bill's checking up to see if Walt told the truth about George Whitefield on Google. And Larry's got his kids from Portugal on Facebook. And Walt's checking his fantasy football scores. Will you do it, please?
Elizabeth, I'd love to read the scriptures for us. And, you know, I just have to say just how much I love our small group now that we've implemented iGroups. The transformation person. What's that noise?
That's the Sincerity app. When people are just saying what you think you want to hear, it alerts you immediately. So there you have it, folks, the revolutionary iGroup.
Yeah? It's not bad. That works.